Welcome back to the 2K Sports Classic from Manhattan, New York City. And let's take a look at our first half stats brought to you by Reese's. Oregon State leading 39-28 at halftime. And Len Elmore, 30 rebounds in the first half for the Beavers. And we saw a lot of points in the paint in that video highlight just in front of us.
Yeah, and I referenced earlier to a timeout where Matt Painter, you could hear his voice all the way across the court. I think he was berating his team for the lack of effort in those hustle point areas, offensive rebounds, rebounds in total. You know, those are the things that Purdue is lacking in this game, and he let his team know that you got to put forth the effort right now.
And we'll see how Purdue comes out effort-wise here in these final 20 minutes in the third place game. Oregon State getting it done inside. Joe Burton had a quiet first half, and Circus will get to the line for a three-point play.
Well, Joe Burton didn't get off the ground very high, but he elevated the ball on the backboard and took the foul from Carroll and still able to connect.
Travis Carroll, who only played 4 minutes in the first half, picking up 2 quick fouls, so he's already got 3. And Joe Burton can't convert on the three-point play. Knocked out of bounds. Nice play by Moreland to knock it off the Purdue defender. It seems like Oregon State just seems to want it just a little bit more so far in this third place game. Yeah,
I mean, and when you sum it up, that's exactly what Matt Painter was referring to when he was raising his voice on that timeout.
Moreland, the big man up high, can handle the ball as well. Got knocked down by Bird, no call. In transition, Hale had it knocked away by Burton. Some fans in the front row there taking cover. Matt Painter's Boilermakers only 16 rebounds, giving up 13 offensive rebounds. Nice job on the inbound, but Anthony Johnson can't convert.
Yeah, caught in no man's land right under the basket. He didn't have a backboard to utilize. That would have been one trick shot had he made it.
With the Oregon State 5 on the floor. We'll await Devon Collier coming off the bench. Been the 6th man earlier in the season. Collier 17 points, 8 rebounds in the first half. Chance for a career high night. There's a nice feed for the cutting Burton.
And once again, the weak side cuts have victimized Purdue as everybody's head is turned towards the ball penetration. And excellent delivery by Stark.
Ron Stark's a scoring point guard. That's his first assist of the night as Johnson gets continuation. No shot. And Burton's going to pick up the foul, his first.
Well, once again, we're going to see Burton here cut to the basket as soon as the penetration is made by Starks. See everybody's face pointing towards Starks, and Burton does a great job of going to the basket, becoming a target.
Off the inbound, a steal. Starks trying to dish underneath. And they'll reset with Roberto Nelson.
Well, you just want to wince when you see Starks going in among the trees.
Listed at 5'9".
But he's got no fear.
No, definitely fearless. That has been the book on him. 5'9", point guard from Chicago. Same part of town as Greg Robinson grew up. They'll give it to Brandt for the outside shot. And a loose ball foul underneath. Going to go against Oregon State. Looks like they're going to get the big fella Burton. And that's going to be his second personal foul. Oregon State enjoying its largest lead of this game. You see the wholesale changes as Carroll comes out with the 3 fouls. Ronnie Johnson into the lineup. Rayfeld Davis, number 35 in black, just coming into your screen now to toss in. Jay Simpson on the floor, and Drew Anthrop, former walk-on, wearing number 14. That was a hockey change right there. All 5 players on the floor, brand new.
And Matt Painter trying to see if this shift has more energy than the last.
I think it's the first line shift of the year at the Garden, right? Been no hockey here. And Nelson commits the personal, his second. Look at some of the great Rangers of all time. The numbers retired. Mark Messier. the last Stanley Cup team. They love their Rangers here in New York. They're missing hockey. Jay Simpson scoring on the basket.
Now that was a play where you can say Purdue wanted it, particularly Jay Simpson. Now this, like I said, these guys for Purdue, the black shirts are coming out with a lot more hustle, a lot more energy.
Stealing a score, and you see Burton getting up slowly. For Oregon State, as Purdue has got it down to 11.
You can't throw the ball back there. What are you doing?
Big mistake by Joe Burton.
Turn around and face the front court and the pressure. And if I'm Joe Burton, I don't even want to see coach.
Also subbing for Oregon State.
Joe Burton, the senior forward, headed to the bench. Devon Collier is back on the floor now. First run he'll get in the second half. Charlie Burton also on the floor, number 4 in white and orange. Starks getting by Anthrop on the crossover and missed the 3.
He'll do that too, even though he missed his shot. He'll twist a lot of ankles with that crossover.
It was the first oohs and ahs that we garden this afternoon as Purdue turns it over.
We talked about it briefly before, but you know what? You come out here, you want to see the effort. You know, you want guys to understand that there is a sense of urgency. No one wants to go to any tournament losing 2 games.
And if Purdue doesn't come away with victory, they'll open the season 1-3. They've got UNC Wilmington coming up and a trip to Clemson later in the month. Collier, rare miss, but another set for the Beavers. 10 on the shot clock.
Another crossover, nicely done.
Beautiful feed. Collier gets his own miss. And we've got a tied possession arrow going to Purdue.
Wow. Greg Robinson in disbelief. Thought his guy got fouled several times.
Okay, he got hit 3 times.
And we've got a foul underneath against Charlie Barton. That'll be his first. As he was guarding Ronnie Johnson on the inbounds.
Let's go, Jay. Come on.
We've seen it in fits and starts for Purdue, trying to get something going. All the way around and won't go down for Ronnie Johnson, but he gets the rebound. Simpson missing the short jumper. Here's a third try, and this one goes for A.J. Hammonds and contact.
Well, first of all, the Johnson layup attempt, much too easy. You know, Oregon State's got no laurels to rest on right now. And you see the battle for the rebound, low man wins, and that was Ronnie Johnson on that one.
Angus Brandt picked up the foul, his second. A.J. Hammonds a 3-point play. This is 7 straight points for Purdue. And before the inbound, a substitution as Eric Moreland comes in for Oregon State. Charlie Barton will sit down. There was a small Beavers lineup out there with Barton on the floor. First 4 minutes of play here in the second half. Oregon State led by 11 at halftime. And a whistle underneath. We got a hold on the block. And that'll be on Drew Anthrop, his first. We've got a championship game coming up. You see the Villanova Wildcats, who beat Purdue last night, awaiting their chance against Alabama later here at the Garden. Timeout from New York.
A Hoops Twin Bill tips off at 7:30 Monday on ESPNU.
Wouldn't it be cool if you could combine the capability of a Pathfinder with the comfort of a sedan? So you went right back to the Pathfinder's essence, kept its DNA, and created the next-gen SUV. Starting with a drivetrain that gives best-in-class fuel economy of 26 miles per gallon highway and intuitive four-wheel drive. If inside, it had best-in-class front, head, and legroom, and interior roominess. And outside, best-in-class standard towing of 5,000 pounds. Yeah, that would be cool. Introducing the all-new Nissan Pathfinder. It's our most innovative Pathfinder ever. Nissan, innovation that excites.
Nobody does what Papa John's does.
Get a Shovel Bacon 6G's Pizza, topped with hickory smoked bacon and julienne cut Canadian bacon. Try one today, only $11. Or for just $1 more, choose any large pizza, even specialties.
Online footwear wedding band, big screen gift box Trinidad, shopping cart, trilogy, Persian rug, DVD, music download, red kayak, kitty condo, 5% cash back. Sign up to get 5% everywhere online through December, only from Discover.
I love to play football because it just gives you the opportunity to go out there with your friends and excite all the fans day in and day out. Family, it sounds corny, and I know that's what we use when we're recruiting people, is that we're a family, but it really is. I chose a school that I wanted to go to based on how comfortable I felt there. I wanted a school where I feel comfortable and where everyone's loved me still for who I am, and that's what I got when I found Auburn.
Coming up later, 7:30 Eastern over on ESPN2, the championship game of the 2K Sports Classic. You see the Alabama Crimson Tide watching this game, and here's how they got to the championship game. Trevor Lacey had a 20-point evening, 4 for 7 from three-pointers, and then with a tie game, he passed out. And Rodney Cooper hitting the go-ahead three with 12 seconds to go. Alabama in a tight one over Oregon State. And the key in this game, Len, was the critical three-pointers made, but also the turnovers they forced the Beavers into last night, 20 of them.
Yeah, forced 20 turnovers. They got the extra possessions. But the thing that I thought was even or just as important was the chemistry and the cohesiveness. Lacey, who was hitting a lot of shots, had an opportunity to take a shot, but he passed it on to the guy who had a better shot. And that resulted in the win for Alabama.
So Alabama, which is open 3-0. And Jay Simpson might have turned an ankle on the last play.
Good job, Jay. Come on.
Going to be substituted for here as Jacob Lawson comes in.
And for Oregon State, number 4, Barton.
Charlie Barton also in, with Starks getting a rest for Oregon State. And unable to get that ball in. Timeout called by Purdue, as Rafael Davis calls for time, and they'll reset it in the Purdue bench, trying to make into this Oregon State lead.
30 seconds timeout extended.
Dynasty. As promised.
We know what you want. You want power. You want control. You want to dominate. You want it all. And we're gonna give it to you. NBA 2K13, rated E for everyone.
Lee knows guys don't wear jeans to get noticed. But when they do get noticed, they don't mind all that much. Guys don't settle for less than the stronger, softer comfort of the new Lee. Lee gets guys. That's why guys get Lee.
Everybody remembers the play. But what about the strategy? The teamwork? The execution? That is logistics. And that is what we do.
I see the sunshine come, little by little I'll be bringing it home. Don't need your rain on, little by little I can make it all gone. I see the sunshine come, little by little I'll be bringing it home.
For a refreshingly real ginger taste, grab a Canada Dry Ginger Ale. Real ginger, real taste.
Steakhouses do big, but not double XL big. Only Taco Bell's got triple the premium juicy steak and tons of toppings on a giant plate of crunchy tortilla chips. The new double XL steak nachos from Taco Bell. Yeah, we do big.
College basketball season just underway, and ESPN College Basketball available live anytime, anywhere on your computer, tablet, or smartphone at watchespn.com and with the Watch ESPN app. And a bunch of good games going on around the country right now. In fact, St. John's up 5 at the half against Murray State. That's exclusively on ESPN3. Coming up at 7 Eastern, third-ranked Kentucky will take on Lafayette. And then our game, the Villanova-Alabama game, over on ESPN2 and, of course, on Watch ESPN. Should be interesting to see how Kentucky, Glenn, throughout this season kind of molds the latest 5 incoming blue chip freshman class for John Calipari, coming off a loss against Duke the other night.
Well, to recognize the talent, obviously, is a long way to go, but you know, it's all about talent development. And you know, after watching the Duke game, these guys got down on themselves a little bit, which is going to happen with young players.
First time in a long time John Calipari doesn't have a point guard coming in as a freshman who could be one-and-done type candidate. Got a couple of NC State transfers, Ryan Harrow and Julius Mays. Right here, Oregon State and Purdue playing for third place of this tournament with 5 on the shot clock. Roberto Nelson knocks down a three-pointer. Oregon State had missed 5 consecutive shots there. First points in the last 4 minutes to go back up double digits on Purdue. And an offensive foul going to be called against A.J. Hammonds. That'll be his second.
Well, look at the ball movement here, just swinging around the horn. And Nelson gauges how close or how far Ronnie Johnson is from him and recognizes he can get the shot off. On the other end, you know, Brandt's been paying attention, man, recognizing that the left shoulder is where A.J. Hammonds wants to go, and he just took that away from him and drew the charge. Sometimes you got to sit on the bench for a while, gain some perspective, study the guy that you're going to be guarding. Find out a lot of interesting things when you do that.
Not just sitting around catching your breath, keeping an eye on the game. This is Anthrop, the former walk-on from nearby Lafayette, Indiana, nearby to Purdue's campus. Nice turnaround shot goes down for A.J. Hammond. He's showing a lot of promise for a big freshman at 7 feet.
Yeah, that time he went to his right shoulder, and Brandt didn't really try to cut him off, and then turns around, goes back to that right hand. That big fella is 7 feet tall. If you can get him focused offensively, not a lot of guys that can match his size.
There's Collier on a nice feed from Roberto Nelson. Will get to the line. Hammonds with a career-high 9 points so far. Look here at the 7-foot freshman.
Yeah, you're that big, you develop a go-to shot, and this seems to be the jump hook for A.J. Hammonds. You develop a go-to shot, and in critical times, that's the one you want to utilize. You know, where no one can reach it, no one can contest you. It's all on you. And I think Hammonds has got his.
Meanwhile, Collier at the free throw line.
Number 3, Ahmad Stark.
Came up with a huge first half. Now some more substitutions for Matt Painter. DJ Bird back on the floor. There's that first half, 17 first half points. His career high is 25. That puts him at 19 for the night. As Joe Burton checks back in first for Angus Brandt.
Substitution number 11, Joe Burton.
On the Big Ten, this seems like a pretty impressive year for the Big Ten. Up at the top of the conference. This is, in many ways, a rebuilding situation for Purdue with so many young players. How do you think that Big Ten's going to shake out before it's all said and done?
Well, you still got to believe that Indiana, both nationally and in conference, is the odds-on favorite. You know, I look at Michigan, and I look at Ohio State as being the guys that can challenge them. Michigan State probably has a lot of work to do. So does Wisconsin in figuring out who's going to run in the backcourt. I think the sleeper could be Minnesota, with Trevor Mbekwe coming back for that 5th year after the knee injury. But Purdue right in the middle of the pack. You know, they've got the rebuilding, as does Illinois. To a certain extent, Penn State. For Nebraska, they come into the Big Ten, and they're at the bottom of the conference. on a yearly basis.
He's bear of a conference this year, and DJ Bird in his final go-around with Purdue, trying to get the Boilermakers back in this game here this afternoon. Nice pass to the other side of the floor. Nelson missing the three. Trying to find Marchuch underneath. Oregon State doing a nice job defensively. Johnson gets inside. His shot won't go. Last touched by Oregon State. Don't forget to tune in on Sunday, 6:30 Eastern, ESPN2. You can catch the Puerto Rico Tip-Off Championship. Oklahoma State has already advanced to the championship. They'll get the winner of NC State and UMass, a game right now on ESPN2. The Puerto Rico Tip-Off coming up on Sunday. Here's Johnson off the inbounds. Anthony Johnson in and out. Bird getting a rebound. Gets stripped underneath. Marchuch will give them a third opportunity. Anthrop from the right side. Lamont Starks will walk it across for Oregon State. Beavers not highly picked preseason in the Pac-12. Lost their best player last year, Jared Cunningham. A very high-scoring outfit. And some good players with experience, including Devon Collier, who's headed to the free throw line. Timeout here in New York with 11:28 to go. Great way to get around Manhattan, taking the subway. Oregon State still up front.
Welcome to Chevy's year-end event.
So the 5.3-liter V8 Silverado can tow up to 9,600 pounds?
315 horsepower.
What's that in reindeer power?
Chevy's giving more. This holiday season, trade up to get the 2012 Chevy Silverado All-Star Edition for 0% APR financing for 60 months plus $2,000 cash allowance, or get a total value of $9,000.
Get NBA League Pass right now from DirecTV and don't miss a minute of live NBA action. NBA League Pass delivers games on TV, online, and mobile. That's right, you get the games on all platforms. Watch live action wherever you are and see the big names who made big moves in the offseason. Get NBA League Pass now for only 4 payments of $47.99 each. To order, call 1-800-GET-SPORTS or visit directv.com/NBA.
The Rolling Stones. Grr. Greatest hits. 5 decades of classic Stones tracks, including 2 new songs, One More Shot, and the #1 hit, Doom and Gloom, available only on Grr. The Rolling Stones Grr. Greatest Hits, available now.
Back at Madison Square Garden, the consolation game of the 2K Sports Classic. Oregon State lost by 3 last night to Alabama. They got the lead on Purdue, lost in overtime to Villanova. Alabama-Villanova coming up on ESPN2 in just a little bit. Matt Painter's team already off to a 1-2 start, 22-win team a season ago. He also tied his mentor's record, Gene Cady, who had put together 6 straight 20-win seasons. For Matt Painter's club this year, going to be some trial at the beginning of the season. I think we've seen that in the last 2 days. This is Devon Collier at the line, coming off his 4th career double-double, missing the first free throw. He had hit his first 7. He's got 19 points, 10 rebounds so far. Back home in New York City. Collier missing on those first two. Burton got a hand on it, but lost in the rebound for Purdue. And Purdue, one of the deals they always have every year, always a good three-point shooting team. This has been a team that has struggled from outside the arc. They do have DJ Bird. Even he has struggled from the perimeter early.
Yeah, and this is another game where he has 3 of 11, including 2 of 6 from beyond the arc. And there's no more Robbie Hummel. And I think that's where the expectation for a team to shoot threes came from. He was pretty consistent despite the injury throughout his career.
Oh, nice move in the lane, able to create some space and get the score.
Yeah, DJ Bird may not be hitting, with any great deal of accuracy from the perimeter, but there are times when he just wills his way to the basket.
Willed himself into double figures. He's got 11 points right now. Oregon State's lead only at 7. Still got a long way to go here with 10:40 left in our third place game. It's been a tough 2 days also for Ahmad Starks. Takes it in the lane. Nice dish to Burton. Falls over the rim and in. Starks makes you defend late in that you're not sure what he's going to do.
Yeah, he's one of those last-minute guys that can find a cutter at the last moment. And he's taken it upon himself now to do more playmaking and scoring. Obviously recognizing the difficulty in getting any daylight whatsoever. He's now putting it on the floor, drawing defenders and finding his men.
A nice closeout that last time defensively on Anthony Johnson. And an offensive foul after the handoff. Angus Brandt on the screen picks up his 3rd foul.
You take a look right here. Starks uses the high screen, the penetration, and then the roll by Burton. Nobody picks up the roller. It obviously was Teron Johnson's man. But I guess he doesn't want to step in there and take a charge off of Joe Burton.
Yep, pushing 300 pounds. Saw 4 black shirts there on Starks. Teron Johnson missing the 3. Reed the rebound. But once again, the Beavers have a chance to make this a double-digit game. It seems like we've said that refrain a number of times the last 2 nights watching this Purdue team. Always seem to get some momentum, but never quite enough to get over the top. And a walk and a turnover by the Boilermakers.
Substitution for Purdue in the game number 20.
And yet, with all that said, they had a 21-4 run yesterday, and what seemed to be a put-to-bed lead with about 1:15 to go, up 8 points. Controversial finish in regulation, the loss in overtime. It's 8 straight misses by Purdue.
There's good defense right there.
Well, Johnson like a cornerback in football, over the shoulder. Gives to the big man Hammonds, who scores an easy bucket.
A.J. Hammonds, man, when he gets underneath the basket on offense, he'll get to a spot where he's rooted like a tree and holds everybody off.
Big body at 7 feet, 280 pounds from Carmel, Indiana. Grant thought about stepping into that 3. There's Burton against the freshman. Cut off. Hammond got a hand on it. They'll call tied possession, but the arrow stays with the Beavers.
We take a look right there on the steal. Excellent job. And then the wraparound dish to Hammonds. Hammonds got to that spot. Look at him just turn, root himself right underneath the basket. And no one helps Brandt, who was helping on the penetration.
A.J. Hammonds coming out of Oak Hill Academy. Ranked number 1 last year, did not lose a game. 12 on the shot clock for the Beavers. And with 7, Ahmad Starks will work around that high screen. Now slips underneath, high off the window, no good. Rebound Collier, and he puts it in.
Boy, is he having a night or what?
21 points, 11 rebounds for Devon Collier. Those 11 rebounds, 4th time now he has hit 11 in his career.
3 seconds, better be careful. Oh, nice job there.
Well, it was tight. As you said, he rooted himself very well, but pushing the envelope on 3 seconds. A.J.